All right. Let's see. Let's see. Should be live now. Should be live. Making sure we got good audio. Okay, cool. We got good audio. What's up, fam? What's happening? All right. Day 62 of 90 days of value. Wow. 62 days straight. What's going on, family? I'm Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson. For those of you who don't know who I am 39 years old. I have 10 children. I haven't worked a traditional job since April 2013. And wow, 62 days straight. Over the years, I've been able to make great money from home. I've been able to coach people all over the world and help them retire in less than 365 days. Um, and over these last 13 years, um, I've learned a lot. I've coached many people, like I said, help them retire in less than 365 days. And these principles that I teach, um, these principles that I share, they work. They really, really work. And I decided to go live for 90 days straight, giving this information to help other people change their life. And if you apply these things in your life, I know they're going to yield great results. I believe the beginning of elevation is personal accountability, but also just gaining new information, right? You can't activate information you've never learned, right? You can't do better unless you know better, right? So I believe that. That's what happened to me. I got some great information and I started applying it and it started changing my life and then my life started looking like this. Just new levels getting hit, right? Um, and I'm telling you right now, like if you missed the first 61 installments of these 90 days of value, I'm telling you, you should go back and watch the rest of them. But we're gonna start with right now, right? Today is gonna be no different. It's gonna be really, really powerful. Appreciate you, Emily. She says these principles are changing my life. I love it. I absolutely love it. You can't listen to me and not get better. I'm only gonna leave impressions of increase. I'm only gonna, you know, make deposits into people's life that will help them be better, help them do better, right? And I really believe in these principles. And today I'm going to talk about something that is very serious. It's actually very, very serious. Um, and it's very important, right? If you're the strong friend, this is for you. This video right here is for you. If you are the strong friend, this is for you. And those of you who are the strong friend, you know what I mean when I say strong friend, right? If you're not the strong friend, then right, this still is for you, right? But this specifically is for those individuals um, who are the strong friend. And I'll define what that means in a second. All right. So let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. So, the strong friend. The strong friend is the friend everybody calls with all their problems, right? All their, emotional and relationship and, all the happenings in their life that are negative. They call you and want your listening ear, right? Want your advice, but never take it, right? They never actually take the advice. They want you, right, to be that friend that will listen ad nauseum to all their problems, right? And it's really bad when all your friend group they look at you as that person, right? That's not good. It's not healthy. And usually that strong friend is not the one that's checked on, right? That strong friend has problems of their own, and nobody seems to think about you as someone who needs to be checked on. Oh no, She got it. He got it. He knows exactly what to do. He is that person, right? He's strong. He got it all together. She got it all together, right? No, they don't check on you, right? They don't call to make sure you're emotionally okay. They don't even see if you're emotionally, excuse me, if you're emotionally available to be able to listen to all their problems, all their issues, right? And if that's you, if you are the strong friend, right, and you have your own goals, you got your own things that you want to accomplish, right? You got things that you're focused on, right? Um, how can you keep a healthy internal dialogue when you are everyone else emotional dump truck? Think about that. You are their mental dump truck. They don't call with good news. They only call with bad news and problems. Like, how can you elevate when your time is being used that way? First of all, they don't value your time. Let's just be honest, right? I'm listen. I'm gonna give you a bitter pill to swallow, but it's gonna do its job. It's gonna help you. You just got to take it. You got to listen. This ain't the pill that's gonna. This one don't taste good, right? It don't feel good, but I promise you, it's gonna help you. It's important, especially when you're trying to go somewhere, when you have a focus and you're striving for more. You're moving towards higher levels, right? This is extremely important. It is critical for you to create boundaries and to structure your relationships where they understand, okay, they might not be on the path with you, but that they have to respect the path that you're on. And if they can't respect that path, then you know exactly what you need to do. Everybody can't go. I'm gonna say this again because this is so important for you. Everybody in your life can't go. They can't. Not because they can't go, but because they've proven they don't want to go. And you have to be able to recognize those individuals and adjust accordingly. And when I say everybody can't go to the levels where you're going. They show you they don't want to go, but because they're your friend, because you care about them, because that's your favorite cousin or your family member, you ignore those signs and you don't understand that that is baggage. That makes the path, that makes the walking down that path, it makes it heavier. You're carrying heavier baggage, which means you're moving slower. And we want to go down the path as fast as possible. And because you love them, you care about them, right? Because you love them and you care about them, you ignore it or you give them passes. But you don't understand that's not serving you, that's not helping you, right? You got to stop letting people dump their problems on you. You have to create a boundary and say, hey, I can't be that friend anymore. Not this version of your friend. I care about you, right? And I want you to do better. But when you have problems, I can't be the first phone call that you're making. I have my own things that I'm overcoming. I took a different viewpoint. I decided to become bigger than my problems. Instead of giving life to the problem by speaking about the problem, I now talk about solutions. If you want to talk about solutions, we can do that. But I can't be that emotional friend for you where you call and just talk about every problem that you have. I no longer can serve in that capacity. That version of our relationship is ending today. And I need you to say it exactly like that. And why? Because it signals the transition. It signals that you're serious because you're addressing it directly, not indirectly, not saying it so their feelings don't get hurt. I don't need you to consider their feelings. This is not about them. This is about you. It's just about you and your elevation. And it will tell you about the type of person that you have been friends with. If they're really your friend, they will understand. If they really care about you, guess what? They will respect it. If they're not your friend, oh, the reaction is going to be everything that you need to see. Oh, you think you better than me, don't you? Oh, that's new information. That's data for you to collect. Right? That's data for you to collect. Pay attention. I don't understand where this is coming from. That's data for you to collect. Pay attention. They're telling you how they view you. If it's a real friend, they will respect the boundary. If it's not, guess what? They're going to tell you everything you need to know. Tell you everything you need to know. Right? And I want you to understand something. Being direct doesn't mean you're being mean. Being direct means you're being clear. You're speaking with clarity. You're not mincing words. Right? This version of our relationship has to change. I can't listen, you had a lot of problems. And I get it. You know, we're doing this thing called life. I understand, but you know, I'm taking a different approach. I'm choosing not to make my problems bigger than they are. I'm choosing to solve my problems. Right? And give them, it's okay. Give them some of the information that you've gained. You know, I've just discovered that people who win in life, they don't do what we've been doing. They don't discuss problems. They discuss ideas. They discuss solutions. And I want to do that from now on. I want to build those type of relationships and see what they say. If they say, that's interesting, you can work with that. If they say, oh, that sounds so stupid, that's data. That's data for you to process that. Your positivity is disrupting their negativity and they don't like it. You got to get away from people like that. You're grown. We grown. What are we doing? What are we doing? So because I can't be that person for you, now it's an issue. Now you have an issue. You didn't have an issue when you were calling me with all your problems and I was listening. But now that I'm saying, hey, you can't do that anymore, now our friendship is in jeopardy. That's data. That's data. You need to take audit of the type of phone calls you receive. Are people only calling you when they have problems? Or do you get great news calls? And here's where you need to get introspective. This is where you need to take inventory of yourself. What frequency are you operating at where it makes people comfortable to do that to you? What is it about you that makes people comfortable with sharing all their problems with you? Because again, that's not healthy. For you to only get bad news calls, for you to own and watch this, to get them repetitively, week after week after week. What do you think that, remember what I talked about environment, right? Remember what I talked about things internally having an impact on you, the things you hear, the things you see repetitively. And I gave the song analogy, right? That song you hate, you can't stand it. But if you listen to the radio and they play that song 4 times an hour, after about 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that song you say you hate, you then start bobbing your head, start humming along, start tapping your foot. And then short time from now, you'll be singing that song you said you hate. You said you hated the song. Now, why are you singing it? Because your environment works on you. The things you see, the things you hear, It works on you. So what do you think is happening when you're taking in all this negativity consistently? You think it doesn't have an effect? You think you can perform at a high level in your business or the things that you're working on, the things you're trying to do to get to the next level? You think it's not having an impact on the way that you feel and the way that you operate? It is. That's why you got to take audit. You have to look in the mirror. What is it about me that makes you feel so comfortable that you can call me only when you have bad news? I don't ever get a phone call from you when you got good news. I want something to celebrate. Whatever you celebrate, you accelerate. Whatever you celebrate, you accelerate. That's why I love me and my friends. We always call each other with great news. The right type of friends are going to celebrate you when you're doing good. And they're not going to look at it as you think you better than me when they receive those calls. They're going to celebrate with you. Good friends inspire each other to go higher. Good friends inspire each other to go further. Good friends give suggestions and ideas that will help you do better. Those are the phone calls I receive. I love it. I love it. And you need to be that type of person too. As some of y'all watching this, you might be the one calling and complaining. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that friend. Don't be that family member. The only call when you got a problem. No, it's call when you got things to celebrate. I talked about that yesterday. Complaining, that's not going to actually change anything. That's why you should stop doing it. Right? And I said this yesterday as well. If you believed in how powerful your words was, certain things you just would not say. Certain things you wouldn't give life to or license to by using your spiritual containers, your words. Words are spiritual containers. They are things, right? You wouldn't use the power that you have in your tongue to speak about anything negative. Why? Because you know how powerful your words are. It's like I've heard it said like this: to know and not do is to not know at all. To know and not do is to not know at all. Not know at all. It's interesting when you hear things that you've heard taught before. You say, "Oh, I already know that." But if you're not executing it in your life, then you don't know it all. You've heard the information, right? You might even be able to repeat it back to somebody else, but that doesn't mean you know it, because if you're not executing it, you don't know it all. You haven't accepted the principle. So to know that the tongue is powerful, to know that what you say is extremely powerful, but then you're using this tool to complain, you don't know what you think you know. Because if you did, you will only use your words to uplift, to edify, to advance, not to tear down, not to complain, not to talk about problems. You would talk about solutions. You got to take audit of the type of phone calls you receive, right? And evaluate, are people only calling you when they have problems, or do you get great news calls? And if you're not getting great news calls, guess what? You need some new people to talk to. You got to get in different environments, make new friends, meet new people. Your net worth is directly connected to your network. Your net worth is directly connected to your network. The people you congregate with, the people you talk to, not just in your physical life, but in your online life too. When I scroll my page, I get inspired because I don't have a bunch of bullcrap in my news feed. I get inspired. I see my friends winning and I celebrate them, and it makes me want to get off social media and get back to work. Honestly, I get inspired when I look at my social media because I set it up that way. I choose who I follow. I choose who falls into my news feed. I choose it. An algorithm is only going to show me what I tell it I want to see. Right? Right? Your availability for the wrong conversations is your availability for the wrong conversations is disguised as loyalty and is not serving you at all. Your availability for the wrong conversations is disguised as loyalty and it's not serving you at all. You shouldn't be loyal to things that don't help you advance. You should not be loyal to things that don't help you advance. Loyalty to things that are not good for you is stupidity. I'm just, like I said, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's not going to feel good, but it's true and it's going to help you. Right? And I want you to take this and understand this both ways. You got to evaluate the people that you're conversing with, but you also got to evaluate yourself to make sure what am I really saying? You want to be a person of value. Money follows value. You understand that? Money follows value. Money follows value. When you raise your value, and how do you raise your value? Gain new information, gain powerful information. These 90 days of value literally lead to money, right? Money follows value. So it might as well be called 90 days of money. Because when you get new information, you can use new information. When you use new information, you can get different results. When you get different results, guys, you're increasing. Money follows value. So not only am I saying audit your relationships, audit yourself. Make sure that your conversations are inspired. Go back and listen to, what day was that? What day was that? Day 60, impressions of increase. Go back, listen to day 60. Day 60, leaving impressions of increase. You want to become a person of value. Every time you step in the room gets better. Every time you answer the phone, you got something that can help someone. Right? And you want to develop relationships with people who are elevated and have information for you, because when you get on the phone now, you can learn something. I love talking to my mentors because it's just certain people, when they speak, it's just money comes out of their mouth. I had the privilege to have a conversation with a billionaire a few years ago. And I'm telling you, it's one of the most valuable conversations I've ever had, because every few seconds was something that was so valuable. Every few seconds, it was something so valuable coming out of his mouth. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I understand why he's so elevated. I get it. You want to be that type of person, right? You got to develop into that type of person. You want to make yourself more valuable. How do you make yourself more valuable? Gaining new information and applying it. Right? Reading. Get some books. Get some new information. And then use it. Use the information. Use what you learn. To know and not do is to not know at all. Right? But loyalty to the wrong things does not serve you. I'm going to say it one more time. Your availability for the wrong conversations is disguised as loyalty, and it's not serving you at all. So here's the implication. If the person that called you with all that bad news and all that negativity sees you as disloyal because you will no longer listen to their negative talk, so be it. So be it. If the relationship changes because you created a boundary, so be it. So be it. Guys, the path you're traveling to elevation is not normal. You know that, right? Average people are okay with being average. You have decided not to be average. You have decided to be above average. And guess what? Their perception of you might change because you set this boundary. You got to be okay with that. I'm preparing you for it. The person you call best friend, that relationship might change if you have this conversation with them. I'm just preparing you. You might have known them 20 years. The relationship might change after this conversation. If you set a boundary and say, listen, I can no longer entertain those type of conversations. Like, I know that you're going through things in your life. I can't be that friend for you. I can't be the one to listen to you complain about the same things that you've been complaining about. We can change it by choosing to be solution oriented or change it, making different decisions. But what I can't do is spend an hour and a half on the phone listening to you talk about problems. I just can't do it anymore. Their reaction is going to tell you everything you need to know about how valuable they see you, about how valuable they view your friendship. A good response would be, well, why? What happened? What got into you? Why are you saying this to me? At least they're inquisitive to want to learn what caused this change. At least that's an inquisitive response, but a response where it's just like, what's wrong with you? Like, you different. What you acting different? Like, why you acting like this? What you think, you better than me? Any type of reaction like that, oh, you know everything you need to know. I'm telling you right now, when you choose to elevate, relationships change. People are comfortable with being average. You're getting uncomfortable with being average because you're deciding to go higher. When you decide to go higher, people who they can't breathe that high. These are high frequency, high level conversations. It makes them uncomfortable. You're disrupting their program. No, everybody does this. Everybody complains about their life. Everybody complains about their problems. That's what friends do. We talk to each other about our problems. Nah, not the type of friendships I'm trying to develop. All my friends are money makers. All my friends are elevating. That's the type of circle I'm creating. I'm getting around people who are making 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, $800,000 a month. And the way their friendships go is not the way ours is. I'm trying to go to where they at. So I got to change. I got to change. And guess what? Listen, I'm not judging you for being who you are. If that's who you want to be, fine. I'm just saying I can't be that person anymore. Ooh, that's going to hurt. That they might get their feelings might be hurt. I'm telling you. But it's not because you're being mean. I want you to understand the difference between being direct and being mean. These are things that must be said in order for you to psychologically prove to yourself that you're serious about the elevation you say you want. Because guess what? If you don't make it clear, that phone call is going to keep coming. If you try to avoid the conversation, all that's going to do is cause them, when they finally do talk to you, why you not picking up my phone call? Why you acting different? Because you never set the boundary. You never established the fact that I'm changing. I'm growing. I'm not judging you. I'm actually judging myself because I want better. And if that makes you uncomfortable, I can't apologize for it. I could give you a book to read. Maybe that'll help you. But I can't force you to understand what I'm saying. I'm going to another level. I want to change my conversations. I want to change the type of results that I'm getting. And it requires me to make sure that the people in my life that I'm spending time with, they understand where I'm going, and then they have to make a decision if they want to go with me or not. Whoo. Because now they got a decision to make. Either they're going to be a real friend and be supportive, even if they don't want to go with you. At the very least, a good friend will be supportive. They got a decision to make. Either they're going to be supportive or they're going to show their true colors that you couldn't see because you were blinded by the fact that you love them, that you actually care about them. But now you're discovering they don't care about you the way you care about them. That's a problem. I'm going to say it again because y'all got to get this. Y'all got to get this. Your availability for the wrong conversations is disguised as loyalty, and it's not serving you at all. When you make a decision to elevate, everybody's not going to be supportive. Everybody's not going to understand. And guess what? When you write your vision, when you make a decision of where you're taking your life, this is what you got to understand. Everybody else don't have to understand. They don't have to understand. They won't understand, and they don't have to understand because it's not their vision, it's yours. You should expect people to look at you differently. You should expect people to judge you. You should expect people to say, oh, that's not never going to happen. Why? Because they average. It's not being mean, it's just the truth. They are happy with average. You are getting to a place where you're not happy with average and you're willing to change. You're willing to read. You're willing to take different actions. You're willing to grow mentally. You're willing to grow emotionally. You're willing to change, and you are changing. And that makes people around you uncomfortable because this is what we all do. We put our relationships, the people around us, we put them in boxes. And when they jump outside that box, it could be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it breaks the status quo. And you can't judge other people for doing it because you do it too. We all do it. We put each other in boxes. It's certain people that it's certain people in your life that if they called you with a business opportunity, just because you know them, stop playing with me, bro. Come on, man. No, I'm not doing that. Just because you judge them, you do that. So you can't take it personal when somebody does that to you because they boxed you. They got you in a certain box, and that's okay. No business was ever successful only dealing with family and friends. You gotta the beginning of business is understanding that family and friends might not support you. You got to understand that they don't owe you any support. They don't owe you their support. They owe you their love, but they don't owe you their support. If all your family and friends around you say no to your business, congratulations, welcome to business. Now it's time to really elevate. It's time to really do the work to be successful without the people that you love. It's a requirement. Congratulations. Now it's time to really do some business. Right? That you know I'm telling the truth. That goofy person in your life, y'all can joke, kiki, laugh, and all of that stuff. And that person call you serious, like, yo, I got something, we can make a lot of money. You looking at them like, what? You? No, I'm not working. No, we're not doing that. So you can't get mad if somebody does that to you. Just know everybody judges everybody else. Come to the conclusion that, hey, your best friend, guess what? They might not want to do business with you. And that's okay. They can still be your friend. They might not be your best friend anymore. They might not be your best friend anymore, but you got to be ready for that. You got to understand that the people in your life right now don't owe you your support. They don't owe you their support when it comes to making money. When it comes to making money, they don't owe you their support. Right? It's your vision. It's your vision. And you got to understand that the people around you may not support it. And that's okay. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It doesn't mean it won't happen. It means, guess what? You got to go out and do some things that are different to get the results that you want. Period. Simple. But I need you to understand. I'm preparing you for when you start setting these boundaries. This is the reaction that you're going to get. Right? And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter who you are. Guess what? It's going to go this way. You're going to be shocked by who doesn't support you in the boundaries that you're making. You're going to be shocked. That person that you thought was like literally, y'all like this, y'all locked in. Y'all thought y'all could have been friends for 20, 25 years. Set this boundary and see what happened. Set that boundary and see what happened. Tell them that you're no longer entertaining conversations of complaining. And watch this. All you're doing when you say that, you're actually talking about yourself, but it's going to be a mirror that you're holding up to them. From their perspective, that's how they're going to take it. You're saying, I can't have these type of conversations anymore. They're hearing, what they're going to hear is, I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's how they're going to receive it. Because who's doing the complaining? They are. It's going to be like you're holding a mirror up to them. And even though you're being genuine about the boundary that you are setting, it's going to be uncomfortable for them. It's going to be uncomfortable for them. But like I said, this ain't just about them. This is about you too. This is about you elevating mentally to a place where you aren't that type of person anymore. No, I'm not going to complain about my problems. I'm going to solve my problems. No, I'm not going to take life as it comes to me. I have a choice in the matter of how I respond to the things that happen in my life. This is about elevating mentally to a place where you're not the same person anymore that used to entertain pointless, senseless, stupid conversations that don't help you. And I need you to look at it like that. Hey, that hour conversation debating about football and basketball, fellas, stupid conversations. Dumb, not helping you. Debating about millionaires and how good they are at putting the ball in the hoop or throwing the ball down the field. Dumb conversation. What are we doing? Yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah, I love football. I love basketball. I like it. I just grew to a place where I can't give 3 hours to a game watching millionaires run up and down a field. I can't do it if I'm serious about my goals. Hey, watching that reality TV show with toxic behavior, if you're serious about your goals, guess what? That's not serving you. Yeah, I know it's entertaining. Watching other people crash out. You need to evaluate, why is that entertaining to you? Why is watching people's toxic family behavior entertaining to you? You got to take audit of yourself and what you are attracted to. Because guess what? This mind is an antenna. Whatever you're attracted to, what is going to come back? Exactly what you're focused on. I get it. That's what everybody else does. I get it. But everybody else, guess what? They're comfortable being average. If you want more, You're gonna have to become attracted to some different type of things. I'm attracted to listening to my mentors talk. I'm attracted to wherever my mentors are. I want to be in the same rooms. That's what I'm attracted to. I chose my attractions. I choose it. I choose it. And guess what? The people around you, I'm telling you, they're not gonna understand. They're gonna look at you like you an alien. They're gonna look at you like, yo, she's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah, listen, it's a compliment when somebody calls me crazy. Yo, you're obsessed. I'm glad you recognize it. I'm glad you recognize it. Yes, I am. I'm obsessed with my goals. I'm obsessed with elevating. I'm obsessed with building a legacy that lasts 400, 500 years into the future. I'm obsessed with it. Yes, I am. I'm different. And I'm not leaning away from it. I'm leaning into it. That's the big separator. You don't want to be average, or you wouldn't even be listening to this video right now. You don't want to be average. You want to be phenomenal. And I'm telling you right now, the people closest to you that you have this conversation with, that you create this boundary, right, for these toxic conversations, for them, you being their emotional dump truck. They dump all their negativity, all their negative conversation. They want you to be that friend, the strong friend. No, you're not the strong friend anymore. Not for them, not for that. No, don't be that. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. Right? And here's the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. When you start to elevate, you start to understand, hey, I use the word friend way too loosely. Way too loosely. Way too loosely. I use the word friend way too loosely. You are blessed if you get out of life with 3 to 5 real friends. What you got to understand is, you want to build a life where you have thousands of associates. Thousands of associates. But if we're real, you want a few good friends. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, right? A close circle that you call friend, that they really, really rock with you. You could tell them anything and it wouldn't change their perception of you. That they really rock with you, right? That they really, really care about you, your well-being, your family. They care about what you care about, right? If you can get out of life with 3 to 20 real friends, you're blessed. You're blessed. All my friends are money makers. All my friends are my business partners. All my friends are students. All my friends are on the same path that I'm on. Watch this. Ooh, I don't know if y'all ready for this one. I choose my family. Oh, just because we got the same blood running through our veins, I'm not claiming you. That's just me. Yeah, I got family. I care about my family. The ones that act like family. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Everybody don't come from a good background. I want y'all to understand that. Right? I love my family. I do. The ones that act like family. The rest of them jokers, I don't even. If we ain't moving the same direction. Hello, somebody. That's another topic for another day. Huh? Are you friends with people who aren't pouring anything into you? Oh my God. Are you running around calling somebody friend that's not making any type of positive investment into your life, not even a positive word? Are you running around calling people friend that don't even act like a friend? Hmm. Got to be more careful. Guys, everybody ain't for you. Everybody ain't clapping for your success. I want you to understand that. And it could be people closest to you. They find when y'all on the same level. What happens if you start going like this, but they stay here? Is that friendship the same? Do they still have the same admiration? Do they still have the same level of care? Do they view you the same if you start going like this and they stay right here? Are y'all really friends? You sure? Take audit. Take audit. And here's something that I teach my kids. I'm gonna tell you something that I teach my kids. Guys, you don't have to learn from experience before you understand. I need to get away from you. You don't have to learn from experience. You don't have to be hurt in order to learn. No. Hey, pay attention to how they talk. Pay attention. Listen. People tell them themselves all the time. You just gotta pay attention. You gotta listen closely. That hate come out during the conversation, right? You just gotta pay attention. You just gotta pay attention. You gotta listen when people speak. Noted. It comes out in all sorts of ways. How that little business going? Ooh, noted. Noted. That's a hater. How that little business you started going? Oh, my little business. Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted. Right? Dang, you don't even pick up the phone no more. You changed. What's gotten what? Noted. I see you. I see you. I hear you loud and clear. Let me ask you a question. Aren't we supposed to grow? Aren't we supposed to change? I mean, if you're the same person you was 20 years ago, that's a problem. You didn't read nothing. You didn't get no new information. You still the same person. You still congregate the same places that you did when you were 20 years younger. You still find the same things funny. You didn't grow at all. You right? You still think reality TV is something you should pay attention to? You think that's real? You think that's actually entertaining? No growth whatsoever? Yeah, we're supposed to change. Yes, we're supposed to change. We're supposed to grow. I listen. if if we're friends and I change and you have a problem with it, we ain't friends no more. You're now an associate. You're an associate now, right? Because I can't reconcile that. Like, what? What do you? I changed. Yes, I changed. You didn't. You're still the same. They say it like it's a bad thing. Huh. Noted. I see you. Got you. Pay attention when you are talking to people that you call friend, because if you start changing and growing and they see it, how they see it will tell you everything you need to know about that person. They're going to see the changes. Now, how will they respond? Will it be like, you know what? Something's different about you, and it's so good. It's positive. I actually like it. What are you doing? That's a friend. That is a friend. They might not support you in business, but at least they can recognize something positive. Ugh, you're just so different now. I want my old friend back. Like, we used to have so much fun. Uh, noted. I see you. No, you can't ignore stuff like that. That's what I tell my kids. You cannot ignore stuff like that. You don't have to learn the hard way before you make a decision. Audit the people in your circle. Audit the people around you. Because everybody ain't a supporter and everybody ain't happy for your success, for your elevation, right? So no, don't be the strong friend. Don't be the strong friend. Being the strong friend, that's not serving you. That's not serving you. Especially if you're the strong friend for others and they not being the strong friend for you. Right? I don't vent. Ooh, please write that down. I don't vent. I don't vent. What do you mean by vent, Charles? I don't find somebody to get on the phone and talk about problems ad nauseum to. Not one single person do I call and vent. Nah, I'm not venting. I'm too busy focused on solving the problem. The problem won't be a problem for long. I'm bigger than my problem, so why talk about it? I'm bigger than that. There are no mountains in my life. There might be speed bumps, but there are no mountains. Average people vent. Successful people problem solve. Does that make sense? You're changing, you're growing, and it's going to be uncomfortable for the people around you, but you have to set these boundaries. Don't be the strong friend. I'm telling you, it's not in your best interest. It's not serving you. You think it's serving you, but guess what? Most times that the people that do that, they won't even recognize the fact that you're actually you're giving your time, your energy. When you get off the phone from a conversation like that, you don't feel excited and motivated to do anything. You're like, oh, thank God it's over. That tells you everything you need to know. That's not helping you. That is not helping you. Don't be the strong friend, and set boundaries and do it immediately, especially if you got things you're trying to accomplish. You don't have the time to give to people like that. It's not serving you. Don't be the strong friend, right? Don't be the strong friend. Get some friends that are solution oriented. Get some friends that are talking about elevating. Get some friends that are executing at a high level and winning, right? If you hang around winners, you're going to be a winner, right? But get very choosy about who you call friend. Very choosy. And you know, some people, you're going to hear this and you're going to say, "Nah, I could keep my friends and still elevate. He doing too much." Right? Nah, my friend, she's been my friend for 20 years. This been my friend for 15 years. We grew up together. We went to high school together. We did this, that. You gonna find out. You gonna find out. You gonna find out. You gonna learn. You're gonna waste a lot of time being supportive to someone that does not want to grow. No, I hold a high standard. You can't call me complaining because I'm gonna give you a solution, and after that, either you take it or you don't. But if you don't, guess what? You want to complain, and I'm not the one to listen to. I'm not listening to nobody complain. I hold a standard with everybody in my life, with my mother. I don't care what your title is. You can't complain to me, and then I give a solution, and then you don't want to do nothing about it. Then you just want to complain. Don't keep talking to me about it. I don't want to hear it. What's good going on in your life? Tell me that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you in motion? Do you have any type of motion? Watch this. People in motion tend to stay in motion. You got any type of motion? And when I say motion, I'm talking about positivity. Do you have anything good going on in your life? Are you moving towards a higher level? Do you have any type of positive motion in your life? What are we talking about? Nah, you can't complain to me. I'm not accepting your complaints. Problem solve or get off my phone. What are we doing? Are we winning? Because that's the only thing I want to do. That's enjoyable to me. I like winning. I have fun when I'm winning. Right? I like making money. I like advancing. I like doing dope things. I don't want a vacation average. I want a vacation spectacular. I want a vacation in luxury. I want to do all the things. Let's do that. Complaining ain't gonna get it done. So no, don't be the strong friend. No. Grow up. And that's not a grow up talking to a 20-year-old. You could be 55 and need to grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Let's elevate. Let's get higher mentally. Let's hold a standard, a boundary, so you can insulate yourself from negativity and then pour into yourself everything that you need to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. Right? So this is day 62 in the books. Wow, 62 days straight. It's been absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed this one, you should go back and listen to the other 61 videos. I'm telling you right now, it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you do better. It's going to help you advance. I'm telling you right now, this content, I've never seen anybody online give this type of value for 90 days straight. I'm telling you right now, if you go back and you listen, by the time you get to day 61, you will not be the same. You will not be the same. You will grow. You will learn some things that you can implement that's going to shift your mentality and cause you to start doing something to elevate. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to the description box of this video right now and contact me. I'll show you what I'm doing to elevate, making money every single day. Every day. My money is always growing. I'm always making money. I got something for anybody on the planet. I work with people on literally all over the world. And I'll work with you too. Right? If you contact me, I'll give you the information. I'll show you what I'm doing. And then we can win together. What I won't do is I won't sell you. I won't convince you. You have to be able to judge opportunity for yourself. And if you see something for yourself, then guess what? I won't give you the opportunity and send you to go figure it out by yourself. Guess what? I'll work with you and we can elevate together. That's what I do with people all over the world. Same thing with people watching this on Facebook. If this is interest, if this sounds powerful to you, if it's making an impact, I'm telling you right now, you can type in the comment section, hey, Charles, show me what you're doing. What are you doing? How are you making money every day? How are you elevating? Why are you flourishing and winning at everything you do with 10 children, right? How do you do that? I'll show you. But guess what? It's not my responsibility to sell you. That's not what I do. I'll educate you. I'll give you the information. I'll answer questions, but I won't sell you. I like working with people who can see an opportunity and then we can capitalize together. I create win-win situations. I don't do any bad business, right? That I believe in positioning other people to win and I benefit because of it. And we both win. That's what I believe in, right? So you got the information. Now what you're going to do with it? What are you going to do with it, right? I love what I do. I love working with people. I love helping people. I love helping people realize that you don't have to lose. You can win in everything. I love helping people understand that you are powerful, right? And it's information like this, like you heard on this video right here, is information like this that help those light bulbs turn on and say, you know what? I really do need to audit my life. I do need to figure out who are my real supporters and who are the leeches. I do need to figure out why this person feels like they can just call me all the time and dump all their emotional baggage on me. Nah, there are some decisions that you need to make. If you want a better future, all you got to do is make better decisions in the present. That's all. You make better decisions now, you'll have a better future. All right, everybody be blessed. I'll see you tomorrow, day 63 tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh. Yo, be here tomorrow. I got something good for y'all. All right. Day 63. I'll see you tomorrow. And like I always tell people, I know if I can help you change your perspective, even if it's just a little bit, I can help you change your life. Peace.